I'm Fred Whitford with Purdue University Cooperative Extension Service and Director of Purdue Pesticide Programs. Probably most of you have driven around and seen these ponds, lakes, reservoirs, retention ponds just choked full of weeds. When these weeds degrade the environment, it's not good for wildlife, obviously. It's not good for our enjoyment, swimming, fishing, boating, or whatever activities that we want to use the water body for. So in this particular case, we often use herbicides and algicides to give us the ability to regain control of that water body so that we can enjoy the activities that we deem important. In this video, we're going to observe how different pieces of equipment make applications. Some of those applications would be liquid, others will be granulars. And what we want to focus in on differences between making a surface application and making an application into a body of water to account for volume. Making a surface application, in this example it's to floating plants, but it could be to emergent plants like cattail. These can be both at contact, where it kills upon contact, or systemic, brought inside. And on either case, what we want is an excellent coverage to be able to get all of the plants just like you would do if you were making an application on land. Another technique is to actually inject the pesticide into the water column. In this case, as the boat is moving towards you, you can notice that I've got a tube on the right and the left, and what we have is a blue dye here which shows where I've been. And we're actually injecting the material to where the plants are at. So the deeper the plants, the longer the hose is going to have to be. And as you can see here, as we look back, you can see the blue dye, which shows the area that we've been in.
So Nathan, we put a blue dye in here just to demonstrate what it looks like when we inject the product. We injected on this one about how deep?
It's only going down a foot or two.
Okay, and so what's the blue dye? What does that blue dye teach us?
It shows you where the herbicide moves. As you know, if you put a liquid in a liquid, you're going to get movement. Ideally, you'll get closer to the plants if you're injecting it deeper. For this application, if you're out deeper, you should have deeper injection hoses, would do a better job. But as you know, with a liquid herbicide, you're going to get some movement. You don't have to cover every plant perfectly when you're putting it down into the water.
So you're actually using the water to help disperse
Correct. It will disperse it.
Now, some of our formulations of herbicides that we use in water are actually granular material that we often call just pellets. So what you're seeing here are these pellets are being applied, and you can see them shooting out of the application machine. And you can see the pellets now are in the water, and what they're going to do is they're going to drop, they're going to start dissolving, they will fall to the bottom where they will completely break down and release the active ingredient on those plants that are in the bottom or in that vicinity. Now what's interesting that with many of these types of applications, we can use some very simple devices such as a grinder, a belly grinder type machine, or we can actually have a scoop and be able just to throw it, let's say, on the side of a pond. By watching the video, we hope that you gained an appreciation of some of the differences of applying a liquid, also a granular, as it relates to applying it to the surface and or into a water body to be able to get these weeds managed. If you're interested and would like to watch more videos, we have them at the following website that appears on your screen. And for those that are really interested and want a lot more detail, we have a full course, e-learning course that you can take, also available on the website that's on the screen.